Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode number 23 of the Fantasy Village Let's Build. Guys, we're getting close to the finish line here, but we're going to continue to make some progress today. Let's talk about what we need to finish here on the village real quick before we start working. Number one, interior, and that's what we're going to do today. We still have to do interior for that building, the farmhouse. The windmill is done, the barn is done, the silo needs interior, church needs interior, Imperial Keep needs interior. That one's going to be the toughest one for sure. All of those are good. That house is good. Those two houses need interior, but that won't take more than 30 minutes each. That one's good. Blacksmith needs interior. Tavern needs interior. That one, I believe, is good. I got to go double check. I'm pretty sure I did that one. This one's good here. The barracks. And I think we just covered everything. So yeah, the point is we still have to do probably about 80% of the interior on this world. So we're not quite there yet, and that's going to be the biggest project remaining. I'm going to be doing some things with the front wall, making some slight moderations to it to possibly make it look a little bit better. I don't think it really needs a lot of change. I think the front wall looks fine, but I have a couple of ideas that I want to try that might improve it a little bit. I'm going to be building a cave over here. Right on the side of this, just on the other side of the water here, I'm going to be building a little cave. Just kind of an aesthetic thing and just to provide some of that fantasy aspect. I'm going to be doing that probably off camera. I probably won't make a video out of that. So that's going to be mostly just world edit. And then we just have to kind of like put finishing touches on the world, add more trees, and we'll be there. So we're on episode 23. Like I've said, I want to do 25 episodes, so I'm going to do interior for the next couple of videos here. Starting today, and just keep in mind I'm not going to do all the interior on camera. That would take another 10 episodes. I'll do a little bit interior today, a little bit in interior next episode, and I'll be working on it mostly on stream and off camera. But I'm going to try to work as quickly as I can on the interiors while trying to add as much of the fantasy conquest texture pack detail that I can add to make it look great. So the village is 90% complete. Almost all the builds are in. There only needs to be 2 more houses added along the edge of that riverbank over there just next to the church. But I'm probably just going to take house designs that have been previously built and paste a couple of those there just for density purposes. And then I have to make a final decision on how I'm going to do the trees of this world, because I just don't know yet. I have not decided about the trees. I have a couple of ideas in mind. I just don't know 100% what my final plan is going to be on that. So I'm going to have to really sit down and figure that out. But for today, guys, we're going to do interior, and I want to do the interior of this house right here. This is the town trader, so we're gonna work on this right now, and I'm gonna grab like all the essentials for this. So we're gonna need some torches, redstone, and regular torches since we use the candles. I'm gonna need some spruce wood, stairs and slabs, and maybe a fence gate. We'll start off with something similar to that. So I'm just going to start by placing some torches on these wooden columns here on the build just to help a little bit. So basically what this build is going to be right here, guys, is going to be the trader. So first floor is going to be the actual shop, and then second floor is going to be the living quarters for the owner of the shop. Okay, everybody, so my goal for this build is to have, first off, we need a desk, like a little table. So I'm going to start off with that, and we're going to just do it in this space right here. So we're going to have to actually scrap a couple of these torches. So right when you walk inside, this is what I want you to be kind of greeted by on this build is this table that, the owner of the shop will be standing behind. I'm going to have this open right here and place the fence gate, which is what I was proposing. So basically, when you walk in, the shop owner will probably be like, hello there, and try to sell you some stuff, try to barter with you in these olden times. I'm going to put some like fancy trinkets on this table, and then we're going to have some shelving in the background behind this. So let's see what we can come up with on this front. I'm going to put some tables right here on the sides like that. We'll have some goodies on that. And we're going to put let's put some more right over here in these corners here. So plenty of stuff to place on top of that. We have a whole bunch of different options that we can go with this texture pack. In the middle of the room here, I would like to add some sort of like carpet design, but not even carpet. Maybe like some spruce wood. Something like this. I might do It's just like some spruce wood in the floor right here. Just kind of as a carpet, but not really. And I think I'm trying to decide if I want it to be symmetrical in the room like that. I think that's probably the best way to do it, right? So we'll have it go 2 blocks away from here and 2 blocks away from there. So it's kind of like a little carpet design in the room, just to break up the floor a little bit. Not actually a carpet, but you know, you get the idea. And I want to have a table on top of that, but I want to use a different color wood. I'm thinking maybe some, let's just take a look at some of the wood options here. I'm going to go with birch wood for this. That's the my material of choice here. And I am going to do a little table with some birch wood stairs, if I can get the stair placed properly. There we go. Little table in the middle. We can have some more trinkets on that. Might even throw down a quick little redstone torch on there. Candle. Doesn't really give off much light, but it'll work just fine. And then we're going to need more to this. I'm going to add, I was thinking some polished andesite. It's possibly like a little table or something, or some sort of cabinet. I could put a button on there on each side, like that. Something along those lines. And what else do we need in this building? We need, well, first off, we need to put more like substance to this in terms of the detail. But as far as the lighting is good, so we're good on that front. Let's go ahead and get some anvils here, and we are going to get some leaves as well. We're going to do the classic Danville anvil, which transcends time. Doesn't matter if it's you know, doesn't matter if it's ancient times or you know, future, modern day. The Danville's anvils are always going to be a part of the build, just to spice it up a little bit. We're going to get rid of the white anvils, by the way. I have a strategy in doing that. In fact, I can, what I do to fix this is I set it, and then I do set biome planes, and it'll actually change it to, once I like restart the world, it actually changes it to a normal anvil. So I'll be doing that throughout the whole thing. I'm not going to, you know, restart the world right now, but you get the idea. So let's go ahead and go through the inventory here, and let's pick out a bunch of different block choices that we can use for potential items for this build. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to clear the inventory here, and we're just going to go through and pick some things. Lapis lazuli. Let's go with an iron block, a pumpkin. Let's see, what else could we use? I'm actually curious to see what mycelium looks like. What does this block look like? That is crazy. That's so detailed. Gonna put a pumpkin down. How about a lapis lazuli block, a block of iron? You know, whatever you want to interpret these things as is up to you. But I think it's just little trinkets and things like that. Let's see, what else do we want to put in here? I was thinking maybe, oh man, acacia wood looks nice. Hold on. Oh man, I should probably find a way to use some of that at one point. Alright, and then we can go with a jukebox. We definitely need some crafting tables, a chest, furnace, ender chest, enchantment table, all that stuff. Let's do the ender chest right there, enchantment table on top of that. We'll put a furnace on there. Let's put the jukebox right up in front. Crafting table over here. Chest on top. Just, you know, add some stuff to the room. We're going to need some flower pots next for sure. That's probably the next thing we need. What about, yeah, flower pot, armor stand for sure. Maybe even the dragon head on the armor stand. We're going to need some paintings to put some stuff down. Let's get all the heads and stuff. We're going to throw that around the build. Get all this stuff. We'll put some banners down too. We'll get the whole 9 rocking and rolling. So I'm going to place that there. Put the dragon head on top. Oh man, that's funny. Put some flower pots here. We'll put various items in there. I'm going to put a chest on this front table here. How about a wither skull? Put a skeleton head, zombie head, maybe another armor stand there with some stuff on it. A flower pot. you know, just trying to just spice up the place. Okay, let's keep on going here. Let's add some flowers options. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. And let's go with one of the orchids. All right, so we'll put the orchid there. We'll put that there, and we'll put the bluette on that one. Okay. And now let's go ahead and get what next? Oh yeah, banners. We're gonna need some banners. How am I gonna? Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do banners. I think I'm gonna pass on banners. Let's do paintings instead. All right. So for paintings, we can start to, you know, just place paintings until, you know, we get random stuff that could potentially fit the build. You know, oh, that doesn't work because it's covering the window. Trying to get one that's not going to cover the window. Knives, we could go with the knives. Red banner, we'll do that. Some posters. Paintings. It's supposed to be just completely random. How about another one right here? There we go. I think this looks pretty good for our little trader shop. It's just a bunch of random stuff, you know, that you can come by, and I think it's great. All right, last thing for this place. Well, two things actually. Okay, let's get the armor out. We're gonna go with let's go with the diamond armor because this, you know, that's like the most valuable thing here or something like that. Let's go with the diamond armor. Let's place some on top. There we go. And then finally, let's grab, what should we go with here? The diamond. Let's do the diamond. Let's do the diamond axe. And then we're going to do, I should probably start using the diamond axe as my world edit tool because I like it way more. I don't even know if I can do that. I think the wand has to be the wooden axe, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does, but whatever. It's still a nice little thing here. So let's grab item frame, and that's the last thing I'm going to place down for today. We're going to put it right here in the middle. That is the prized possession of the shop. So this is cool. I like this. Let's grab a villager spawner, and let's put this guy in here. I'm pretty sure he can open doors and stuff, but we'll throw him in. Whoa, what the heck? Is he like a gypsy or something? Oh, wow. I have not looked at the villagers at all. Let's see. They're a little laggy when you place them down. That guy's way better, so let's... Sorry, buddy. I'm going to have to give you the axe. Man, this guy, when you hit him, it's really laggy. Okay, he just literally... He booked it. He just left the store like it's nothing. Hold on. Go back in there, you dingus. Oh, my God. Now the pig wants in. Get out of here. Go inside, you stupid. You screw. Get in there. Come on. Get in there. All right. We're going to have to hold you in there. Iron door. Oh, that's not an iron door. Here we go. Iron door. Sorry, buddy. You ain't getting out. All right, anyway. Let's go ahead and keep working here. Let's do the second level. We'll go in the back door. Oh, I just realized this guy could just come up. If he's smart enough to go up the stairs and out the top door, I mean, that's a balcony up there, so he can't get out anyway, but... This is the first floor of the trader. I like this. I think this is a pretty cool room. I think this is sweet. All right. So, let's go up to the second level. And let's do this area up here. So we need a bed. We need a little dresser. Danville's anvil. I'm just thinking maybe if we could add like a fire pit in this room or something like that. I was thinking about it. Possibly putting... Let's give it a try. I'm constantly... coming up with new things to add like as I go. I didn't grab that. All right, sweet. Sensational. I love when that happens. Place it in the inventory. Firmly grasp it. Okay, no wonder I was messing up. I wasn't even placing it in my inventory. Firmly grasp it in your hand. Okay. So I was thinking something like this, like right next to the table. Well, probably more like that actually. And doing a little fire pit in this room. I don't think it's gonna fit. I just don't. We're going to leave it as is. Let's go up here and add the bed. So for the bed, I'm going to do birch. We're going to do some good old birch. Gotta love that birch wood. I love it in this pack. I think it looks very good, especially for beds. We're going to do some full blocks with some slabs on top. We're going to place some full blocks. And we're going to do a couple pieces of wood on the side of that. We don't want this bed to be too large, but just large enough to the point where, you know, someone can actually sleep on it. We're going to go with some snow as our front of the bed, and then we're going to grab some carpet, actually. What color carpet should we go with? Let's go with some orange carpet. I think that'll fit pretty nicely. There we go. There's our bed. Let's place some tables on the side. I would love to put maybe some torches on that table. I don't know if that's going to work out. Let's do a quick little inspiration trip, because I thought that the first interior I did on this world turned out real nice. So let's take a look at it and see if I could, you know, get any inspiration from it. So we have a crafting table next to it with a chest on top. Cobwebs, armor stand, okay, cauldrons, interesting. Crafting tables, bookshelves is the main theme I'm seeing. Flower pots, crafting tables, bookshelves, the whole 9. Let's go with that then. All right, we'll drop on in here. Let's grab the crafting table. Okay, that's not working. Let's just try typing table. That's such a weird thing. I never understood that. Okay, so we'll put the couple of crafting tables on the edge there. Let's get some bookshelves out. So we're gonna put some bookshelves right here, 3 wide. I'm gonna put a flower pot on top of that. One thing I hate about doing interiors, you constantly got to go back in the inventory. It's just very frustrating. It gets very tedious very fast. Chest. Grab one of those. We need to grab some oak leaves. We need to grab cauldron. Cauldron's very important. Where's the cauldron? That's a minecart. Okay, I guess we gotta go even further. CAU. And then we need to grab what else? I think that's good. Let's put that here next to the staircase. Dude, you are in the way, man. Can you go back downstairs and tend to the folks? It's not time for you to sleep yet. Armor stand is the last thing we're gonna add. Oh, remind me, by the way, we gotta use never mind. That doesn't matter at this moment. Okay, armor stand. There it is. Put that right next to the bookshelf, and we will place some armor on it. Since this guy, he needs his armor. Nah, he really doesn't. Let's just give him like the leather stuff. This guy is not a warrior. He doesn't need any of that. He just needs the townsfolk clothing. Nothing fancy. There we go. So here's the second floor for this guy. Looking pretty good. Let's grab a torch. We're going to place some torches down. I can't spell clearly. Let's get some torches. And we're going to place one right here. We're going to place one. We're going to place 2 next to the door. Just to light this place up a little bit. It's got the skylights anyway, but you know, still needs light, especially if it's nighttime. And last but finally, not least, let's put a pink tulip, freshly gathered from the garden, right there below the window. So there's the second floor. There's where the dude lives. This is his, trader on the first level. He's got the dragon head, terrifying, and that is going to be a wrap for the interior of this build. So pretty cool, creative stuff. I like it. It's cool utilizing all the features of this pack. And that's just one interior, guys. We're going to be doing lots more. So that one took me about 20 minutes to build, which is good. The next one over here, this one's going to take a lot longer, so this one will likely be off camera. But I think next episode, I think I'm either going to do the church interior or the blacksmith interior, one or the other. But I'm going to be really starting to grind off camera here, adding as many interiors as I can. Before we wrap it up, because I would like this thing to be done by episode 25, not like, be done with the episodes, but actually have the world done. So we can put it up for download. We can move it over to Xbox. We can do a village. Oh my God, this guy is just flying out the door. We can do a hide and seek on it, the whole 9. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I'll be giving you guys updates at the beginning of next episode for what I did in terms of other interiors on the world. So we're getting that much closer. We did a interior for the trader shop today, which is awesome. I think that turned out real good. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.